So today is the first day of the build. We're gonna start working on Mr. Van Gogh. We're gonna start working on the inside to get it travel ready. So let's get started. Sometimes you work on things with good intentions, and it's always a good idea at first, and then you realize it really doesn't work. So this is what the van looks like now, and we'll get to see at the end of the video what it looks like afterwards. The key is trying to figure out how do you pack everything efficient into a van. So after putting in the ottoman, I realized this is not going to work. We're just a couple of inches off, and I'm going to have to get another one. As you can see, it's a little tight, and we're just a couple of inches off. I was able to get that ottoman for free. Somebody at the apartment was throwing it out, so it didn't cost me anything. One man's junk is another man's treasure, but in this case, I'm not able to use it. So my friend Ryan is letting me use his place to do the build. Since we don't have anywhere to do it, we live in an apartment, so there's no room for that. But I'm just standing here looking at the garage. This house belonged to his grandparents, and his grandfather built this from the ground up. And it's really interesting to see some of the stuff that they have accumulated. We got a snow sled there. Probably when the kids were young, they used to go out in the snow. So let's check out some of the stuff back here. We've got some old tools that go back when, probably the 50s, 40s. Some of these tools you just don't see anymore. They just don't make them. Hey, look at this. You got old Coca-Cola bottles. Man, they feel heavy. Root beer. Full bottle. Household cleanser. It's full. Just a lot of neat stuff. An old sled. This house, back in the day, would have cost nothing. You're probably maybe figuring about $15,000 to $20,000 at most. We need to go back to those days. All right, so what I am going to attempt to do is to put wood paneling on this side as well as the other side, and that's going to hold some shelving as well as the battery pack. So I'm on the third day of the build. It's been a little bit more challenging than I thought, but hopefully I can get it done by the end of the week.
Tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no.
So I got my baby here helping me out. There's Gina. And what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna stain these bad boys. So they're looking pretty good. We got the first coat on those. Probably need another coat. This came out really nice. This is actually going to be our table. So far, so good. My feet are killing me. My back is killing me. So the apartment looks like it just got hit with a bomb. We've got a lot of stuff that we're trying to pack up and store. And there's just still a lot of stuff that's left. You don't realize how much stuff you accumulate throughout the years. Alright, so what we're doing right now is we're putting in these little sinkers so they can hold up the wood. And we already finished one side, so that's what it looks like. And it came out pretty damn good. You can see.
These here?
This side, please. This side.
The other way, this way?
Yeah. You know what we did with the little wings for that?
Those little brassy screws. Have you want it even with the last board or all the way flush over to the side? Probably even with this, right?
All the way to the last board.
All the way
Right
over?
there, yep.
Okay.
So everything is coming along and we are getting there. This special find right here, I've got these containers that I already had in the van, but Some of them were broken, so I had to get 1 or 2. But I went on Amazon and they had 6 of these puppies for 20 bucks. I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but I'm not going to question it. Came in that big box, 6 containers, 20 bucks. We put our 2 floorboards together and we ended up attaching them. This is actually a Velcro piece here, and we just went ahead and cut them and put some screws in them. So it works pretty damn good. Gonna finish one more off over there at the end, and then we will be done with that. So we got the sides done, and we're only missing one piece at the bottom, but that came out pretty damn good. Looks pretty sharp. So this is our table, and what we ended up doing was putting 4 huge magnets on each corner, and we still have to sand it down a little bit, but that is going to connect to the ceiling of the van, and we're going to do our eating, video editing, paperwork on that table. So we installed the shelves and the power pack. Gina's got one on her side. I've got one on my side. So we're still selling a lot of stuff. We're still building on the van. We've got about maybe 6 more days before we have to head out. And today we ended up selling Gina's car, and we ended up getting rid of a lot of furniture. Somebody bought it, a friend of ours that lives here bought a lot of the furniture that we've got. So we are almost there, on our way.
Getting close. It's exciting.
So that's the whole thing about getting rid of stuff. It's always a hard thing, but it is so satisfying to do it. And the thing is that you always have all these things that you really don't need.
That one too. Let it go.
So after 4 years, I'm out of here. And I gotta say, it's bittersweet. I'm happy because I'm chasing my passion, but I'm also sad because I'm gonna miss a lot of people. I met a lot of good folks here and worked with a lot of good people, and I'm just gonna miss them. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. So we're still getting rid of all our shit. Wow. I don't know how all this stuff got accumulated, but it's been taking us a while, and probably going to be here another 1 or 2 days. Little by little, we are chipping away,
Making progress.
a little bit at a time. And hopefully we can get done, because we want to get the hell out of here. We are done.
We are ready to roll.
It's just been exhausting trying to get everything together. But as you can see back here, we've got all the stuff back in Mr. Van Gogh. And we're taking the stuff to storage. So let's move on.